Hello. Testing 1 2. Hello. All right, looks like we're good. Let me check audio levels. They seem a little bit off. Here we go. That should be much better. Oh man. Checking some other stuff, making sure that nothing broke. So the program that I use to make funny noises and voices recently had an update and decided to wipe a good portion of all of the changes I had made to it up until that point, which I'm super stoked about. So I just have to make absolutely sure that you guys can hear me properly. Testing. 1 2 testing. Okay, now it seems a little bit more sensitive than normal, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but we'll just have to make do. You just tell me if my if my situation is fucked or not, okay? How about that? So we've been playing with the idea of playing about 45 minutes of a game while we look for a party. Last Monday's experience was not great. Where, you know, granted, it wasn't the parties that I got into's fault. Okay, the server fucked up and it didn't let anybody else in for like 30-45 minutes, and then by the time that we were able to get in and everyone was collected again, people just had to go like 30 minutes after that. So we didn't even get through like an XP rings charges worth of time together, right? That's okay. That's just how it goes sometimes. Also forgot to post that I was live. I love that for me. Let me just do that now quickly. That's on Twitter, formerly known as X. Sorry, other way around. X, formerly known as Twitter. Facebook, because people definitely still use that. Threads, because people definitely use that. Post it to all the Discord so I can let people know, even though they're probably following already and don't need to be told that I am live. It's just a thing. It's a thing that you do, isn't it? All right, that all looks good. So instead of us playing a game for about 30-45 minutes, we're going to just get right into it. I'm going to try to search for a party first, and then if that does not work, then we will enter game player and chill until something appears that we seem to be missing. But first place I want to check is Bosno Oubliette. Bosno Oubliette is positively packed with individuals, so that is almost certainly not going to happen. What else? What other choices do we have? Let's take a look together. Browser toggle me. Garland Citadel is an option. It always is an option from like 48 until 55 or so. Kuftel Tunnel could be a thing, even though nobody likes playing fighting against robber crabs, because they're canonically and in terms of, like, you know, their kit, as it were, they are paladins, and nobody likes to fight paladins. Cape Tarragon could be cute. We're getting very close to 60, so we would have to find a sync target of some description. Western Altepa Desert is always neat, but it is almost always camped by Beastmasters. Cape Tarragon could be an option, maybe. I mean, velociraptors, pugils, robber crabs. People are very rarely ever partying out by the beach, so it's almost certainly open. But what do we have in the 60s? What level am I? 58. Okay, maybe I am the sync target. maybe we do try Cape Tarragon. That honestly would not be that bad. Like 58 is like the razor's edge of acceptability with some of these targets. Actually, it might be too low. I don't know where they're getting this 58 target from, but Kuftel Tunnel underground could also be an option. Well, what else is there? Nobody's gonna want to fight buffalo. They drop meat, which is good for income, but I did try to and successfully tricked a party to go there once and party. Actually, no, it wasn't Eula Grand Range. It was Buffalo that were in Bucidine Glacier. The issue was nobody, like the white mage just took it upon themselves to teleport everyone out when we didn't kill it within a certain time frame, which is ultra shitty on their part. But I didn't fight it because, you know, I'm gonna move away. How about we move away? Can we move away, please? I'll flag myself up just in case somebody is looking for a summoner. I just want to be able to focus and talk without the rapid fire staccato of teleporting happening from the goblin. We did break open the Milkist today. The yogurt milk flavor carbonated drink that I picked up in my local Chinese buffet, and it is surprisingly great. It fucks pretty hard. I don't know, dude. I mean, the Cauldron Arukas are pretty easy to kill, but you're definitely reliant on a puller that understands what they're doing and having some sort of sleep. Somebody that reliably sleeps. I'm in this weird part where maybe I just call it, maybe I just pick something because I am wearing down on the XP ring that I expected to use on Monday but failed to. I don't know what to do, man. Both know is my impulse, but it's already taken by 2 parties, and there's no way a third is going to happen. 2 is already stretching it. Ottawa Chasm. People's tolerance for fighting flies evaporates after level 14. Maybe we just do Kuftal. Maybe we just do Kuftal again. It could be fine. Let's see what's out there. See all 55 to 64 inv. Oh my god, there's a paladin. What the fuck? Well, let's get a sync target first. That's the important thing, because it ain't gonna matter what we get if we hello, level sync 55 party, do you need it? Kuftal tunnel. And then just in case, I'm gonna reach out to this Mithra Black Mage. Level sync 55 party, do you need it? Kuftal tunnel. And we'll see what they say. Yes, please is 1. So you have our sync target there. Hello, level sync 55 party. Do you need it? Kuftal tunnel. If he asks me what my party composition is, he's not getting invited. Okay, thank fuck. Thank fuck, we got a normal one. Hello, level sync 55 party. Do you need it? Kuftal tunnel. Hello, looking for members. All right, so we have a puller, we have a tank. We should be able to easily get a healer of some description. I am the backup / support, so we just need to fill in the blanks. Okay, now we have the healer, and now we can just pick whatever. Whatever else is fine. Experience points, can I have it? Any big damage dealers in the house? Let's do Crimson Hell is like a war cry, right? Doesn't it affect? I don't want to think about it. Let me refresh the. Doesn't it boost range attack? I can't remember. We'll try to grab this monk. 55 party. Do you need it? Kuftal tunnel. And maybe we do just grab another. I don't know, man. I don't know, this is weird for me. There's tons of thieves. Maybe we just grab another black mage and just be very reliant on weapon skilling. Kuftal tunnel. Yep, no problem. 10-15 minutes, we can swing that. Hello, welcome. Oh boy, how many mushroom stews do I have, dude? 2? I've gone through all 17 of my personal supply. How's the pup ball situation? This is gonna make me drink. How's the pup ball situation? Drink some Milkus to pre-calm me down while I go look at the auction house. Hello. Looking for 6th. Many AFK. Which is partially true. I just don't want to grab more than one thief. I don't have anything against thieves. It's just I want to grab something other than a thief. It's not really much more complex than that. I enjoy variety, raw sexual variety in my in my parties. What am I doing? Ingredients, puffballs. How much are these? 2,000? Go fuck yourself. 29,000? Absolutely go fuck yourself. That one individual, they know who they are. I don't even remember their name, but I really should have taken it down because it's gonna live in infamy. It's gonna live rent-free in my brain. That bought puffballs for 2K when they were going reliably for 1,300 or less. I hope you burn in hell. And I don't actually mean that, but I wish I meant it. It's just a video game. It's just like a 20-year-old video game, but still. Mother effer. Why you be like this? I'm gonna invite this. I'm gonna invite this ranger, and then I'm gonna have to really give a big old think to what I'm gonna be doing. Maybe I just act as like a separate DD and just have Fenrir out eternally. By party, do you need it? Cuftal tunnel. And let's equip. Anything. Literally anything. Anything would be fine. Equip me. Summoner drip. Appearance locked. Yes, we got a yes. Let's go. Very exciting. Then we'll go all the way out there. Volbo. That Volbussy go crazy sometimes. Here we are. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Together as one, holding hands. Doing number 4. Oh, silence me. Or silent. Sneak? That's the word that I wanted to use. Where the hell is it? Sneak? All right, we are golden. Let's go. Let's go into the cave. Hell yeah. Hell frickin' yeah, dude. If this thief ever DCs, I'm screwed. Because I should be able to make something work if I resync to the monk. I think the chances of the thief force DCing is low enough that I don't really have to establish it as a principal concern in my mind. Just because thieves are understandably desperate to get any amount of XP from any source. Pretty much all the way from... especially from 1 to 15, but doubly so anywhere north of like 30 or 40, just because it feels it feels and is probably true that at least a third of the server is thieves or leveling thieves, because you know that treasure hunt ain't gonna hunt treasure itself. You gotta put some basement level investment into it. Because you never know when you need a thief. But you will always be around. So making you a thief is probably best. Isn't it? That's right. I'm gonna move the mic a little bit closer to my face. I'm actually gonna adjust it slightly upwards, so you don't mind, chat, right? You just get a little bit of reverb. Now, not learning my lesson, I'm gonna go exactly where I was before. I'm going to go where Gwivir appeared and then tore apart a friend of ours within about 2 seconds, and then 500% speed ran over to me, killing me instantly. And of course, everyone expertly disassociated from the situation and went in all different directions. One, like a couple locked out, and the other two went completely different directions and survived. Reverse Wolfpack tactics. I guess it's like the type of behavior that animals exhibit in like the Sahara Desert and shit. You know, where like they might get like if they go up to like an oasis or something and there's like a single lion, instead of doing the probable optimal thing, which is just gather all 100 of your herd and stomp the shit out of the thing that's attacking you. You know, everyone just goes in all directions and just watches as somebody gets picked off. Oh no. Are there multiple parties here? No, there's one. There's an insanely overgeared. It looks like we have skill uppers. I love that for me. And it looks like there is a party in that one spot that I normally go to, which is shocking to me. I don't normally see anybody there. Probably because Gwivir could appear ostensibly at any moment and systematically slaughter everyone. Okay, there is an individual here that is soloing while they wait, and that's acceptable. Because there should be targets also behind. Right? Yes, there are targets in all directions. If they I mean, it's going to become very apparent to them that we're going to be partying here in a moment. Camp is position map 1. Kuftal Tunnel. Let me shake my G Fuel. I'm probably not going to get G Fuel anymore. It's going to take me about 1,000 years to get through the 3 containers that I already purchased. Which the only reason I purchased G Fuel to begin with is because, and I've said this on air many times, and I'll probably say it many times more. The only reason I got G Fuel is because they had a Crimson Tears version flavor from Elden Ring, and I'm a huge hoebag for anything Elden Ring or anything Soulsborne, really. So yeah, I didn't really have much choice, and I was like, well, this is okay, but are there any of the other flavors possibly better or fine? I'll also accept borderline fine. And most of the flavor, the only flavor that stood out to me that I've grabbed, even over the Crimson Tears, is like hype sauce. Like hype sauce has been like a 7.5 for me for sure. Crimson Tears is like a 7, and what is it? Night something? I can't even remember. It's in my fucking kitchen. I can't remember what the flavor is. Nightwave, night something. It's like a solid 6.5. If there's any G Fuels, any G Fuel any G Fuels, any G Fuel representatives in the chat, and they want to sponsor me, hey, listen, I know all those things that came out of my mouth not even 20 seconds ago sounds not great, but 7 is like a C, bro. That's like a C. Like, C's get degrees, dude. That's solidly passing. So like, I won't turn down free G Fuel containers if you so wish. If you could just like very quickly like send me that, I would really appreciate it. No, that's probably a lost cause, isn't it? I would even like I would say that it loses like another like 0.3, like 0.2 or 0.3 on that score. Now that I think about it, because of the absolute hell it is to fucking have to shake my container in order to get it to settle, you know? We live in a society. Why do I have to shake my container every 2 seconds in order to make sure that the mixture bonds at a molecular level properly with the water? Like, I work hard enough as is, allegedly. You know, I work hard enough as is, man, for me to be going around shaking my own container like this. What the fuck? I'm still waiting for the 2 other individuals to come on over. Jinjariki said that they were going to be like 10 to 15 minutes, and I think it's been approximately 6 or 7. Don't quote me on that. I'm content to just wait. The reason why the reason why I even care, why I'm even thinking about that, of how long approximately it's going to take for a Jin to stop monkeying around, do you get it, because he's a monk, and come on over, is because I have to tie my P's. If you're like me and you can't go into any kind of activity, or you can't go outside or go to the grocery store or whatever it is that people do when they go outside to attempt to touch grass, I need to pee beforehand. I can't I can't not pee. Like, it's just something that I have to do. So I'm strategically waiting for Jin to come on over, and then I can pee. Maybe I pee now. Maybe I just pee right now. Briley at least has to come over for us to do any form of real damage. Once I see Bryler, B-Dogs, maybe they like to be called B-Dogs. Once I see B-Dogs head on over, then, you know, then I'll go do my due diligence all over the bathroom. You know, I'll bathroom it up. I'll have some honey bunches of bathroom. Do you like 360 in the bathroom? Maybe I just pee now. How about that? I'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. It's not stupid. I'll take the pie. Just no, give me the pie. I want the pie now. I want the pie. Just give me the pie. Pie me up. Just pie me up, fam. Do me like one of your pie girls. Oh, do me like American Pie. I don't know what Bradley's doing. Bradley, you guys okay? Neither Bradley nor Jinchuri have moved from their requisite spots in Juno in the last 5 minutes, it seems. All good. Somebody is replying to me saying, forgot to turn the flag off while I was prepping dinner. Apologies. Normally, I escalate a very little bit when people are like, sorry, I didn't realize that my flag is off, or my flag is on. Because normally, you're able to use your ocular membranes in order to properly assess in conjunction with your, 5 basic sensory options to determine that your own exclamation point is right next to your name. But because he was so kind, that is fine. He is. I'm grateful for the update. So I've replied with all good, which is true. Technically the best kind of true. I've been playing my time at Sandrock pretty much nonstop. Whenever there is a free moment, including over lunches, I've been putting time into it. The amount of time that I've invested into it is deceptive because it implies that the game is like the best thing since Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, it's not. It's like a 7.5, which is great. For the people that it's the type of game for, that I could easily see that score jumping up to like an 8.5, somewhere like that. Was I not connected to chat this whole time? It says connecting to chat. It says welcome to the chat room. Hello? No, you guys didn't say anything. Okay. That was very strange. Back and fixing to warp out. All right. Capital D. Anyway, so for the people that the game is probably intently for, it's borderline is like an 8.5. If you enjoyed my time at Portia, the whole post-apocalyptic slice of life, building action RPG thing, even though the action is a strong word. Okay, action is a strong word in that whole mix-up. The rest of it is solidly true. If there was a less strong word than action, I would probably use that one. Good game. My time at Portia was neat. Was it amazing? No. Was it neat? Absolutely. If you enjoyed Portia, you will get yet more enjoyment out of Sandrock. There's a lot of quality of life stuff to it, such as the ability to use a mount to easily get around instead of having to use like a fast travel bus stop that was inconsistent. It seems like, for example, like anything that you put into chests just become part of your broader inventory except for some items. Like different neat things. There are lots of little improvements that they've made that make it like a My Time at Portia 2.0. They're on the way. I am going to play it until I get past the first year, and then I'm going to probably touch base with my gods and determine if I should invest any more time into it. It is a game that I'm thinking about more than I expected that I would, and yet I feel like once I get past year one, I will be fine to move on from it. So why, pray tell, thanks the chatter, am I thinking about year one so much? The reason, Mr. Chatter, that definitely exists, is because I am trying to complete a challenge given to me by a company called Daredrop to survive the first year without buying water. Water in the game is used to cool down your machines. It's not used for your own survival. You don't drink. You can eat things for buff, but there's no food meter. There's no water meter for you. There is for your machines as far as water goes. So the idea is that it's harder than normal to play the game without having water access, because you're constantly hunting for water all the time until you get some of these machines called dew collectors, which I have now. I have plenty of. So the challenge is to get past that first year without buying any water, which so far has been fine. The real challenge is the amount of time invested in order to get past the first year. Year one is probably going to take me another 9 to 10 hours to get to. And then presumably I'm going to submit a clip of some description to Daredrop saying, hey, I completed your challenge. I didn't buy any water. I don't know how they're going to prove that I didn't buy any water, though, is the thing. I don't know how they're going to prove that, because there's no achievement. I know I didn't buy water, but just because I put open parentheses, do not buy water, close parentheses, next to my character's name does not mean anything. So unless they have like dedicated dudes that look through VODs to see if I ever bought if I ever bought water. Now, I played it on and off stream, so like I also have to factor that in. But there's nothing saying that I have to stream the game the entirety of the time that I'm doing this challenge, right? So understandably, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, well, what do you get for the challenge? If I complete the challenge and I submit proof, quote unquote, to Daredrop, the company, and they accept it, that they will give me a free copy of the game. Full disclosure, they've already given me a copy of the game. So this copy would be used for giveaways. I would presumably, let's say on Saturday, if I get close to a year in the game, I could be like, giveaway at the end of Saturday or at the end of Monday, you know, after whatever point it is that they accept that I completed the challenge and give me the key, and then we make out a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It's like what their intentions are or whatever they're about. Evil, I'm so sorry. I was on a huge tangent. Hello, my friend. RIP to you too. I hope that you're doing well. I don't think that the chances are high that I'm going to continue playing the game in general, on or off stream, after I allegedly complete the challenge. But I need to do this, okay? It's not just about getting a free copy of the game, which does matter because I want to get into the habit of getting sponsorships and stuff flowing through the channel so I can keep giving you guys not only a dopamine drip through my normal actions and behaviors and stream schedule, I also want to give you stuff. So I need to see how this company behaves when there's no easy or real way that I can tell that they can tell that I completed a challenge. Because like some of these challenges that give away game keys are like really long form, like require you to invest a huge amount of time in the game, with the impetus being, I guess, that's the intention. They want you streaming the game. The publisher gave all these keys to this intermediary company, Daredrop, to then issue challenges to then give away additional copies of the game. So of course they want advertising out of it. I would never do something unless I was naturally interested in it or thought that it would resonate at least a little bit with some of you guys. Map 1, Kuftel Tunnel. Making out, eh? Yes, absolutely, unequivocally, yes, for sure. The voice, like, there's aspects of Sandrock, and I'm gonna shut up about this soon, probably when the monk gets here. Actually, I should shut up now. I need to plot skill chains. 55. 55. Summoner. What do we have? Ranger. I'm assuming they're going to be using a bow because nobody really uses guns. It's very surprising when they use guns. 55. Monk. What else do we have? A thief. 4. 55. Thief. Exclude all these weapon skills because nobody has access to them. They're extremely out of era. Well, relics aren't, but nobody wielding a relic at 55. Oh, they get access to Sidewinder now at 55? That's pretty good. We could do Sidewinder Viper Bite. SE if up to it. Sidewinder. Briley. Viper Bite. Green. Ice, water, MB if matters. All right, then we're gonna level sync. Going to sync to my buddy Green Sparrow. Is there anything that well, there's Raging Fists and shit like that, but nothing that really combos easily into it. There's punch into raging fists. I can punch, raging fists, Jinch, or another SE that should do good. Okay, so under the impression or assumption that the monk is okay with doing that, I'm going to move all these guys around. And their skill chain, just realized I didn't sub white mage.
Welcome to the bonfire.
That is so fine.
One.
Thank you so much for the Prime No Flow. It is amazing. And existentially concerning that it's already been 8 months. Thank you so much for the long-term support. It's greatly appreciated. I hope that you are doing fine and not working another psychotic 70-hour work week. I mean, I know that's probably not your choice, but that's my hope. That's my hope for you. Garuda. All right, I'm gonna close down My Time at Sandrock. I don't think I'm gonna be playing it for the next probably 2 hours. If we run out of time, like that the party just naturally concludes, then we will consider playing My Time at Sandrock for a bit. Any amount of investment that I'm going to put into the game is going to get me closer to the point where I can submit my challenge completion video per se to Daredrop, get the free key, do the giveaway, and then move on. That's the goal. For me, for now. They also had World of Horror on there, which is also a game that I'm interested in, but also scares me. It scares me because I believe that I would enjoy it, but I need to invest time into it to such a degree that I feel like it would cannibalize my time off stream as well. And I enjoy having options off stream to just do whatever. Ranger, Thieves, SE can take priority. So I'm just gonna let them go. Sidewindered. Wow. It's probably gonna do it. Whoa, what? They didn't kill it? Did they not sneak attack? Maybe they did. You good? All right, in that case, I'm just gonna Crimson Hell because our Blood Pact ward is already up. Now, does that give us attacks are enhanced? But what does that mean? Does that also include? Oh, you can't see anything. Oh, it's fine so far. Also, thank you. I caught it pretty much right as you said it. Woo! All right, thanks for coming out. Nope, they don't link. They do not link. I forgot that we had a red mage. That makes my life so much easier. All right, do it. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, pull. Pull me. Pull me. Pull. Pull. There we go. Fuck. But the party just started, so we're still in our honeymoon period of everyone getting used to what everyone else is doing and the flow and whatnot. That seems like it'll be fine. The monk is rapidly building TP, so I'm gonna have to be on top of that. "30 seconds left on Berserk for a juicy skill chain. My brother in Christ, you're already 2600 TNL. If he wants to be a cool guy, that is fine. I am content with that. That is okay. Maybe I do just keep Ifrit out. Maybe I just keep him out. He says he does away with him. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is that the thief isn't chain pulling, and I'm not expecting them to do that because I myself, as a thief, getting it to 75, I got a feel for what my party could or could not handle within about 15 minutes. There's also definitely a baked-in warm-up period that has to happen. Did he do it? Did he fusion? He did fusion. Okay. What do we want to do? What do we want to do, chat clock? It's wax. It's waning gibbous. Load deeps. I'm going to give them accuracy. It's not going to be completely great. It's going to be like an extra 10% hit chance, but that's still better than nothing, right? And that right was rhetorical. All my homies love accuracy. Ideally, I should have waited to see if their accuracy is hovering around like 80 before I do it. But, you know, that's just how she goes. Isn't it? Isn't it how that goes, boy? Hell yes. So normally I would swap it over to video game BPM at this point in time. I'm just holding. Just waiting for the Sidewinder. I'd normally swap it over to BPM. However, I feel like it's a lo-fi kind of night tonight. And I'm gonna punch, and it should do lots of good damage. God bless, look at that, dude. That's pretty good.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
That's pretty good. Some good teamwork on that one, dude. Some good teamwork on that. Haste is not up, though. Haste is not up. We gotta wait for my homie to come back over. I'm honestly fine if the red mage does not haste or does not give me refresh, because they're breaking about even for themselves, and I think there's some kind of Horizon specific mechanic that hurts the amount of MP that they get if they back-to-back refresh too many times. I don't know if that's just anti-copium or whatever, but I feel like that's the case. There, go. Sidewinder me. Sidewinder me. Sidewinder. Sidewinder. No Sidewinder. Megamind. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna hold. Just gonna hold next time. God damn, that's a lot of damage, dude. I mean, their hit rate is pretty good. They're also sitting at about 86%. So that definitely gives me an impetus to give them accuracy. So if you're not familiar with how stuff like Fenrir works, Fenrir's supportive abilities are affected by the moon phase. The closer it is to a full moon, the more strength, dexterity, vitality he gets on one of his abilities, or accuracy on the other. So for Ecliptic Howl, you get more accuracy than you do evasion, but you always get a little bit of one or the other. In between moon phase, it's break even. Maybe there's something better that I could be doing for the Ranger. I mean, the Ranger's accuracy is already very high. It's not like they would benefit much, but like I want to see what Warcry does for them, if anything. Warcry, Final Fantasy XI Classic, Warcry. Enhances attack members. Enhances, yeah, but is it attack or range attack? And range attack? It doesn't say range attack, which makes me think that it doesn't. I mean, there's a way to prove it, right? That would be congratulations. We need to get haste back online. Slash PCMD. No, not PCMD. Check param. Me. I have range attack 38 right now, right? I'm just waiting. Just waiting for Robert Crab. I'm going to do attack next time. If I do attack next time, I'm probably just going to swap to Crimson Hell since I have Ifrit out anyway in general. Ads are starting in 1 minute, by the way. You can avoid them by subbing, free with Amazon Prime. It supports the channel tremendously. If you do not have the means or you cannot be fucked, that's fine. I will make peace with that. I will do... I mean, I already do pre-acceptance practices before I launch one of these things, right? I know I said that I would keep Ifrit out anyway, and yet Muscle Reflex makes me de-summon them right away now. Which is silly. That makes me silly, Buns. Anyway, if you're watching, Lurker, or should I say Billy? Yeah, that's right. Fucking know your name. I'm also in your house, motherfucker. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't be alarmed. I'm not actually in your house. I'll see you in 2 minutes, Billy. If I could turn them off, I would. I assure you. But yes, it is. Me could have waited. Okay, so it does affect range attack. It does affect range attack. Range attack 38 and then 53. That looks good. You good. Next. He's apologizing for saying that he was gonna try to punch after that. Nah, man. I'm trying to punch before you. Gotta get Garuda back out. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just get a Frit out now. The monk's attack power is, or sorry, accuracy is already very high. So we'll just Crimson Hell again. Just because I happen to have him out. And now I'm going to punch because I'm assuming he's going to want to do Raging Fists immediately. Which I'm all about. And then I will get out Garuda. In order to Stega. And then we just do this for like 3 more hours. I would highly recommend, if you have not already, to go get comfy in your blankies. Okay. Maybe get some popcorn. Where's my pie? Staff?
Yeah, what?
Where's my pie?
You don't want it.
I want it now.
Oh, shit, I'm eating wrong.
I said I would take it anyway. You should have told me to put on my dress and my hoop earrings if you're gonna fuck me live in front of a studio audience. Instead of just leaving me out here like this. What the fuck? Isumi, thank you for donating to the Hot Tub Stream 3 Streamer Than Ever Challenge, where I'm going to do my absolute best to make it even more cursed and engaging than the first two. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have to figure it out. Because we're 89%. I can't see the ratio, but we're 89%, I'm pretty sure. at least of the way there within like a fucking week because you guys are crazy. You guys are so thirsty for the hot tub streams, and I don't blame you. Because if you saw a hot tub stream too, you would understand. God damn. Had my booba on display. Had my foota on display. It was crazy. That was wild. I gotta make sure that the closer that I get to like true TOS, that I really understand when and when not to cross that threshold. I don't think stream number 2 got close to it. I'm just saying is that if I ever switch models or something, not saying that that's what's gonna happen, but if I ever do, I'm gonna have to be very careful about the spice factor. That said, I've seen, I don't remember what her name is, but there was a VTuber that I happened to be watching for science, okay, and not any other reason, but she had each one of her individual boobs was bigger than her torso. I don't know what cup size that is. It's bigger than J cup, I know, like Z cup. It was like a rabbit. It was like a rabbit VTuber, and it was a very detailed model, man. But when I tried to show my friends, Discord's automatic TOS system kept telling me that, kept flagging the image because it just did not understand what to do with the enormous gulf between the two boobs. This is wild. We live in wild times, man. Let me Crimson Hell here. Do not. Okay, there we go. All right, there you go. Yes. Yes. Now we're doing it. Do I try to be a cool guy here? Let me Divine Seal, then Kiraga, I guess. All right. Nope, we're already good on that. All right. Got to make sure I get this Cure 2 off before Mr. Monk here goes hog wild. I don't know why the colors of my Deeps add-on have chosen to become borderline radioactive to look at. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Really? Wear a bikini? I was thinking about it. I'm catching up with chat now. I apologize. The thing is that I can't do anything that actually changes my model. Because the artist that I had originally commissioned to do my character, which granted, they did everything. I gave them reference material, it suggested to them what it was that I was looking for, and they basically handled the rest. They designed the character, they handled the rigging, everything, which was great. But when I asked them if there was like what it would cost for them to keep exactly the same model, same rigging and everything, and just change the head, just give me a face, right, in case I was gonna do it as like a face reveal type thing, how much would it be? And my man's sat there and told me the same price as like a brand new bust up character. Fucking 500. My man's wanted a whole ass PlayStation 5 to change the face. So until or if or when I get wildly popular, I get like XQC level, I don't think I can drop 500.
Excuse me, bitch.
Yes, no, that was my reaction also. I don't think I can easily drop 500 without doing some insane introspection and cost benefit analysis or analyses. I would consider it if somebody dropped like 100 gift subs, you know. But until such a time that happens, I'm just gonna say no. So my options are to continue with the theme that I have been, which is trying to, as intelligently as I can, just graft clothing pieces and other elements onto my character for like these theme streams, or I occasionally replace my model with something completely different and probably free. probably free is my guess. Is this how she got put in the hospital before she forgot your pie? No, that was her for a completely different thing that she wronged me about. No, although you do raise a good point, I don't know if I can let this go unabated. So we were brought cherry pie by our upstairs neighbor. Okay, great person. Even greater for bringing free pie. Everybody loves free pie, but I did not want any pie within the last like half an hour. Okay, not against the law. It's okay to not want something immediately, right? But I was like, wife. I call her wife, right? I said, wife, I'm okay to not have pie at this current juncture. You know? Just being like polite as shit. but I'll take some. I'll take a little bit. And then I kind of slipped in there. I was like, you look particularly radiant today, which was true. I wasn't just trying to get her to do something nice for me. I'm just telling it how it is, man. That's how I roll. I got out for it prematurely. I need to get Garuda out, dude, to be honest with you. Garuda needs to be out. I need to keep hasting. It's borderline illegal for us to have a monk and a thief and not haste them. And then she spat on my face. She spat on my face, chat. She said, get your own damn pie. I don't care if you want it now or later. You piece of subhuman robot filth. You fucking toaster. And I was like, I was wheezing and sputtering at this point, right? I looked like that frog, that like spills their, hang on, I'll show you. Pepe spills food. Apu spills his tendies. I don't know who Apu is, but it's like, hang on, this is worth it for the joke. Just pretend like I have this prepared ahead of time, please. 41E, don't mind if I do. Add image. Image. Unload. Downloads. This is what I look like. Okay, I was like this. Then she threw me to the ground, and then she's like, you want your pie so much? Here. And then she fucking whipped it in my face at like, it's like at crazy strength, like monstrous strength. And I'm like, what else what else did I do to upset you? And she's like, it's about the message. It's fucking crazy now that I think about it. Normally I turn the other cheek in a very Jesus-y way, but all this happened. Aren't you watching a show right now? It did all happen. I was there for it. Congratulations. All right, I guess I can take off the tendies, even though it's kind of doing it for me. We'll leave it on for a little bit longer, but I'll do it like this. There we go, and then that way it moves around with me. No context, r/no context. I need to make sure that this ranger gets caught up in this attack boosting parade that we're creating. I heard the amazing story and had to plead my case. What did you plead? I didn't get my pie. What is there to plead? This is a court of public opinion. You don't have a lawyer. Are you vouching for yourself? Here's a phone number you can call if you need help. She doesn't need help.
With a myriad of souls.
Thank you so much, Lily. Welcome in, Raiders, all 27 of you. My name is Stoic. I have been robbed of cherry pie
Welcome
in the
home,
most
good hunter.
astonishingly abrasive fashion, and I'm entering my plea to the court of public opinion that just because I didn't want cherry pie within about the span of 5 minutes in which it was procured does not mean that I should be forever denied pie. Wife, it's your turn. Explain yourself. I already went over the story. I already gave the facts to the court and the jury, which was you spat it both on my face and in my mouth, knocked me to the ground, and then you grabbed like what was supposed to be my portion of pie and you ground it into my face, and you made sure to get it into my very sensitive LED eyeballs or whatever the fuck it is, whatever my lore is. You're not denied pie. I can't move. I'm rooted in place. I have to fucking feed my viewership dopamine nonstop for at minimum 3 hours on weekdays because it's like a school day or whatever, and I have to wake up and support the economy. And Mr. Bezos needs me to run ads every hour like clockwork. Okay, I'm working very hard. Asterisk. Very hard. How is your stream, Lily? I'm very emotional right now. Sorry, I need a moment before I can really come and talk. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm always good for talking. I spend an inordinate amount of time trying to understand human psychology, and I'm mostly successful at it. So you may be surprised at what I can suggest to help you. Possibly. My name is also Pro Stoic on Discord, so you know where to find me. I'll have my people talk to your people, and then your people's people can talk to my people's people. It was a very emotion-heavy set of cutscenes. What do you mean? Does somebody read does she read the lore of the cutscenes? I didn't realize anybody actually read this stuff. All I know is that at the end of it, I kill God. Pro Stoic has that effect on people. While some people pay for treatment like that, you get it for free. No, it wasn't a step on me type thing. I mean, it very easily could have been. But just imagine. Okay, I'm gonna take this thing off my face now. And put that in the trash. Put that right there. So for the people that aren't familiar with me and are possibly still here, my bread and butter is Final Fantasy XI on the Horizon 11 private server that we all enjoy mutually as a unit, as a community. I like to cosplay as a variety VTuber, and I've been succeeding at that. We've been doing some bear trauma on Thursdays and bear trauma on Saturdays, followed up by another game of some description. Okay, I'm gonna let them go first. I'm gonna let the thief and the ranger go, and then I will go, assuming that they don't do enough damage to kill everything. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Never mind. Not punching Delamar. All right, we'll do it on this one. Go ahead, attack, punch. Punch him, fist him. Fist that crab. We'll catch him in a real pincer movement, isn't that right, chat? Ultra combo! This is one way to get us out of our shell. Oh, man. Sorry if that joke made some of you crabby.
Slow down, I'm gonna spurt. Sorry.
I'm just kidding. I want to make sure that these other guys get their damage in. I don't want to be shellfish.
This is my perfect victory!
Oh, man.
I win!
Oof. What do you mean? Pie edging? I don't want to look. I vaguely know what edging is. I don't want to go that final step. I don't think what I learn I can't unlearn. Everything that I discover for myself gets internalized in one of my many mental NVMEs in my brain. That's not even including what gets eternally trapped existentially in the dedicated CPU chip that I have in my brain that's dedicated just to coming up with random topics and subjects that I just let it go off. I just let it go off as long as it needs to, and it just gives serotonin material to chat while I think about, you know, how much I don't want to go to work the next day. All right, time to punch. Time to fist the crab. We're fisting. Engage fist mode. I could stand to... I'm gonna kneel. I'm gonna kneel for a while. No, I cannot do that. I need to get haste back online. Very important. We're past the honeymoon period. The thief is comfortable and experienced enough to know that he can just leave around 10% to go grab another target. I for a second thought that he pulled the not the crab, but the ghost behind it. That would have been fricked. Pardon my French, but it stands to reason. Also, somebody followed me. Garp_11, thank you so much for following. I'm very sorry that I missed it until just now. I hope that your day is every bit as great as you are, or at least borderline close. We're leveling Summoner, so I can get it up to 75, and then that'll let me solo things a little bit easier. Normally, I think most people go the Beastmaster route if they're trying to summon stuff. However, I enjoy looking at Garuda for reasons that are probably self-evident, so that is not entirely why I made my choice, but it's pretty darn close. After we get Summoner to 75, I'm guessing that we'll try to level damage dealer of some description. Maybe. I'm assuming that's what we're gonna do, or a healer. I mean, Summoner is like an Era plus healer. Like, let's not kid ourselves, but like a bespoke healer, like a red mage or a white mage. Damage dealer, maybe, because I hate myself. I'll choose like a Yojimbo from Final Fantasy X-esque job, like Ranger. I can see myself enjoying that. I mean, Samurai is pretty straightforward, but I don't know what else I would want to play. I'm basically just buying time until Treasure's Watergone gets released. Resting can Raging Fists. Raging Fists. I'm just going to get myself all the way back up to full. Oh, let me check chat. Someone managed to do all this while he nonstop streamed. Yeah, well, that's how powerful you are. If you want to take, okay, I was gonna say you want to take advantage of me, I wouldn't be able to stop you. That's not what I mean. That is the effective result, but that has implications to it that are not conducive to the situation or realistic. But you're pretty powerful. You're small, but you're mighty. For sure. No redeem for Shum 18 to throw something at you with a bad joke. No, she has too much power as is. Because she's hot, man. She's hot. I have no defense against that. Even though I may look different, right? I'm still every bit as human as you guys are. I too wake up in the morning and open up my can of Milkus just like the rest of you. I go outside to procure jalapeno pickled eggs, just like every other MF out there. Okay, I think I'm okay. Good, I'm glad that you're okay, because if anything happened to you, Lily, I would destroy everything around me and then myself. What got you so worked up with the cutscene, if that was the case? And if it wasn't, then just ignore me. Was it... Well, no, I can't spoil anything for you. I don't know where you are. I don't know what you were doing. So I'm just not going to say anything until you confirm where you were at. Because, I mean, there is stuff that's emotional in the Final Fantasy XI storyline. Right? Like it's emotional for me whenever I have to put Garuda away, because goddamn, she's got the gyat for the Rizzler, like the cool kids say in their street vernacular. Okay, and then I'm gonna Crimson Hell because we need to range attack boost the Ranger. And then maybe what I do is... Do I have Divine Seal back? I do. So I will wait. I will wait until the crab is almost dead. Which seems to be taking a hot minute. Alright, they're just gone. I'm gonna heal now. Oh, they're refreshing me. I love that for me. Protect Lily. It was a cutscene after the Zillart Mission 8 fight. Is that the one where it turns, like, Final Fantasy 11 turns into a musical? And Carlamount and whatever the fuck his little brother's name is called, like, basically reenact all of Sweeney Todd, but with Juno. And they're talking about, like, baking all of the empty into pies and then serving it back to the populace, turning them into empty or something. I'm not far from... I'm not... Cam now? Yeah. Cam dogs. K-dogs. K-cup. Yeah, K-cup. He likes to get called K-cup. I don't know what the heck you just said. Yeah, no, we get that here. We get that here a lot. Oh, man. Oh, if I had a penny for every time my chat was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you like this? I would have many pennies. I'll wait for the explanation. You would get no pennies from me? That's not true. That's literally not true. I get it through your Prime subscription that you extremely helpfully give to my channel, and I'm forever appreciative of it. Spoiler warning for chat. I don't know if my chat reads the Final Fantasy 11 dialogue. Is a thing. I think that they're degenerates like me. I should read it. Like I've had like nearly a generation's worth of experience with the video game, entirely too much. And I do pay attention sometimes. And typically it's whenever there is Zillart stuff happening on screen. Like late stage COP stuff is when I was paying attention, but eventually I just gave into the intrusive thoughts and was like, okay, so at what part am I killing God? Like, let's just, like, I'm basically like a mercenary for hire. I kill gods and wear their skin like an outfit. Just point me at them. I don't care if the god is good. I don't care if they're bad. I don't care if it's undecided. You give me rank 10 and lamps to the slaughter, buddy. Okay, I have thoroughly confused the monk. I still don't know what this game is about. The cutscene was after we beat the younger brother Taller One, and then the little brother reveals he has his own way of completing the plan without him and such, and Verena happened, and yeah, I don't know, man. From before the fight to after the fight, it was fear, panic, worry, anger, worry, sad, crying, and yeah. I wish that my soul was less dead and or I guess we'll just leave it at that. My soul was less dead, so I could feel those things. But if it was less dead, I absolutely could see myself feeling the way that you did. What are they saying? Besides running to Sid 50 times, I like COP. Says somebody in my chat. I would like it if Sid talked with his teeth less. Because my man's is a living moray eel. He do be a xenomorph from the critically acclaimed Alien series, where I feel like his teeth are not his actual teeth, but like another set of teeth like further inside his mouth that he's extending out as he talks. The Verena stuff is fucked up. I will say that. That did pull at my heartstrings. I did not enjoy, and like I felt stuff, okay? I felt stuff. It made me feel things, and so I swore no more, and then he just shut off that emotional valve that was generating that particular emotion in my mind. Zellar is a very emotional storyline. I still have not beaten Divine Might, and I told myself literally months ago that I was going to set up a Divine Might run. I could still do it. I might be able to get it done with my endgame LS. Fun with Jugs, even though they're pretty strapped on time, they're always running events, constantly running events every single night for the most part. But I'm sure that I would be able to pull some of them aside, and maybe I could fill in the gaps with randoms. But Divine Might isn't a fight that you really fuck around with. It is not afraid to push your shit in. Just completing Divine Might gives you an extra 5 wardrobe slots. such as its notoriety. I need that. I'm sure when the time comes and I set up Divine Might, because I successfully coordinated it exactly once in the past. I will reach out to like Cat Cafe and Cat Cafe and whatever other Discords that I'm affiliated with, and put out an APV for the lives of the. Well, it might be a spoiler for Lily, so I'm not gonna say anything. To just get Divine Might done. I don't know why I unsummoned a Frit again. Like the. Like the monk is literally waiting on me. I really have to try to break out of the muscle memory. I'm wasting his TP, so I need to get better about that. I'm getting stuck on these tangents, which I need to do because it's a way of dopamine feeding my audience, but he's probably just gonna go. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't go. I'm just gonna keep a Frit out as a sign of good faith towards my monk. Coordinated it. I'm very spoiler conscious, so I don't worry. I will catch myself before I accidentally slip anything, way before I even get to that point. Your unadulterated experience is in my capable hands, in my cold ass dead metallic hands. Ain't nothing but a G thing, as they say in street vernacular. What am I doing? Just hiding in the back. I'm very emotional sensitive. I cry easily over anything sad. Final Fantasy games just send me roller coasters, and apparently Final Fantasy 11 is no different. If you played Final Fantasy 10, that will fuck you up. There's lots of there's lots of situations where you get messed up. Because I spend so much time in general building my emotional resistance to things, that does make it more likely that it has to be really intensive and I have to have a special bond or identify with the characters in whatever video game I'm playing to such a degree. These are supposed to be VT at 56. Yep. Not all, but some. We are going to fist the crab. There is only one piece of media that has made me successfully cry each time I've consumed it, and that is The Last Samurai. My viewers have heard this before, okay? But it stands to reason. It's a hallmark example of something that makes me cry basically on demand at a certain part. like 3/4 of the way through the movie. And it's because, you know, they're giving up their lives for like their warrior code, and they embrace the final time, dying for their ideals. That shit fucks me up. Oh, I feel that feel when. Here, what I'll do is I'll get a Frit out first because I need to resupply. I need to resupply Crimson Hell anyway. So we'll sick a Frit onto the Robber Crab. We're gonna do a preemptive fisting of the crab, which should do it. And then I'm going to swap to Garuda because getting haste online is more important than anything else. I realize that I've had my XP ring equipped for about 1,000 years, and yet I've not done it. I hate your wordsmithing. The fucked up part is I don't even know what I said to trigger that response. When people say like, what the hell did you just say? I have no idea, my brother in Christ. You're gonna have to narrow it down for me because there's a lot of shit comes at me fast without me being fully on top of or aware. Wait a minute, do I have Divine Seal? Okay. There we go. That was a waste of a Divine Seal, but I already got it online. All right, now we need to get a Frit out again. Your mouth just explodes. What level are you? The first digit is Nunyo, and the last digit is business. Just kidding. I am 59. I'm 59. There's a way I can check for sure. 59. To answer your question, I'm not going to desummon. I'm catching. Well, good. I'm glad. Our partying schedule seems to differ just enough to make it difficult to party together. But if we line up in any meaningful way for even like an hour to 2 hours at some point, I am 100% down to party again. Like, we partied before. It's possible. It's also kind of hot. I don't know. I don't know if you feel like it's kind of hot. Like, if you don't feel like it's kind of hot when we party together, not in like a sexual way. I'm just, you know, unless that's fine. Like, no, don't worry about it. It's not.
What are you
It doesn't.
doing?
No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. I mean, I'm a little too deep here. Just forget I said anything, okay? We're buds. We're best buds. You know? Does your shield touch my staff sometimes? And I feel like maybe like you're trying to signal something? Yeah, but like, you know, we could just, you know, we can work out like I don't know, like a safety word or nothing. It's a slippery slope. And it gets slipperier by the minute. Tapping foots under the stall wall. Yeah. I think right around the time that I make an unidentifiable sound, we should probably call it. Whoops. Misclicked. My bad. Not that it matters because it's fucking dead. Even though misclicking doesn't make any sense because it's a mispress. I think that we're going to swap out. I already explained this partially, at least in the very beginning of the stream, before I had 20 to 30 people in here. In the very beginning of the stream, I explained how I'm working on getting a free copy of My Time at Sandrock as a giveaway. In lieu of that, we're probably going to replace all of the stream on Friday, which would normally be Final Fantasy XI, with My Time at Sandrock, just because I need to get to the point where we're past year 1 in the game, and then I can submit a clip of me saying, look, I did it, to Dare Drop, and then they can give me a copy of the game that I can then give away. So Friday for sure, and then if we're still not past year 1, then Saturday after Barotrauma. Barotrauma is starting at 2 p.m. and then typically lasting until 5 or 6 o'clock. I'm getting real lazy with these buffs, and that's not good. I'm thinking about whatever the hell it is I'm talking about more than anything else. I don't think that the ranger gets any benefit out of haste because they're shooting arrows, right? So it doesn't really matter if they get caught by a Histega. It's cute. It do be kind of cute when it does happen, but it's not going to break the bank per se. Quit stream? Which part? Also, hello, Toonami, first time chatter. I hope that your viewing experience thus far has been positively checks notes, poggers, lit and or basted. That is dank and or lit pilled. That you feel as though you're compelled to put on a baseball cap and turn it to the side and then put a baseball cap on top of said baseball cap and turn it opposite side and then basically like culturally T-posing on those around you. I hope that it makes you feel that way. And if it doesn't, just give it time. I will get you there. I did not mean to summon Carbuncle. Let's get a Frit out. The not Final Fantasy 11 part. I have to do it to give you guys free stuff. Okay, am I playing My Time at Sandrock more than I expected? Yes. Do I want to be spending this much time on My Time at Sandrock even for the purposes of giving a giveaway? No, but it's a close no. Would I have started this challenge to try to qualify for the giveaway had I known that I would be spending up to 20 hours at least in My Time at Sandrock as opposed to anything else? Maybe not. It do be taking a minute to get to year 3, and it's not like I'm fucking around. Like, I'm doing things in the game. I'm enjoying the game. But it like I'm on summer day 22. There's spring, summer, fall, winter, and each one is about 30 days. And it's taken about 6 to 7 hours to get through 30 days. So, you know, the hump is in sight. I can see it just over yonder, over the horizon, you could say. I'm just trying to 80% speedrun because it doesn't say that I have to be. The only thing that I have to do for the challenge is get past year 1, which I've already explained like 50 times. But the caveat is I cannot buy water, and I need water to cool down machines. And it's basically like a machine building game where you, in the lore, create things that help out the citizens of Sandrock, and you're like the guy. You're the guy doing the thing. It's cute. It's a very cute premise. It's also taking a minute. My Wednesdays may free up in the next month or so. Okay, I'll put it on the calendar. Haste doesn't help Ranger. That's what I thought. Thank you for confirming. Toonami, wow, that takes me back. Get out of 7th, 8th grade. Gotta go home and watch DBZ. I enjoyed DBZ. But I did not watch Toonami for DBZ past the Frieza arc. I did watch it for Tenchi Muyo because I was like 12 or 13 at the time, right? And I was in that perfect part of my sentience building period where I was thinking to myself, I don't know why I de-summoned a Frit, dude. I should not have done it. The monk is literally right there able to do it. I mean, this is gonna kill it, like the thief and the ranger, but really I should have kept them out. It was Tenchi Muyo and Inuyasha, and I remember being very frustrated for 90% of Inuyasha for 2 reasons. One, because they couldn't fucking keep the magical wish jewel or whatever the Christ it was intact for more than like 2 seconds, regardless of what the situation was. I was like 30, 40 episodes deep into this MF, and I was like, okay, I can handle Kagome and Inuyasha not kissing for a little bit longer, even though they've gotten close like 5,000 times. It just cannot be fucked to commit. Okay? Because Inuyasha loves a dead priestess girl or some shit. Whatever that side story is. And it's because they got because they got the magical jewel repaired. And it was like 2 seconds, and then the evil bad man Jerry, I think his name was called. Jerry kept fucking getting close to the jewel, and then they got him together, and there was like, oh my god, finally, Kagome, you can go home, or whatever the central plot was. I can't really remember. I think Kagome could go home at will, but they needed the wish jewel to like make Jerry go away or something. It's been a minute. Okay, it's been a minute. I don't I'm not really sure what was happening towards the end there, but they got the jewel together, and then Jerry comes out of the woodwork and he's like, I'm bad, and this is a reminder of why. And then he fucking busts up the jewel again, and then it occurred to me, it dawned on me, like in a dream chat, that they could just do that shit infinitely. They could just break the jewel, have Jerry like maybe be defeated sometimes. I mean, the whole arc where Sesshomaru gets like a heart, like he ungrinches himself because of caring about like a little girl that he found and didn't feel like killing immediately. You know, that was kind of cute. I was down for that, but once I realized that, holy shit, they're just gonna One Piece this and have 8,000 episodes of Kagome and Inuyasha almost kissing and just not ripping off the band-aid and infinitely repairing this magical jewel that Jerry hates and or is trying to get a hold of himself. I stopped watching. Let me check chat. I kind of blacked out for a solid 20 minutes there. I watched through Cell Saga and Tenchi also. Like, I was down for Tenchi, and it's probably because it was my first introduction ever to like a, I don't know, is it an isekai? I don't think so. It's definitely a harem anime. I was into the whatever her name was, Ryoko, or am I thinking of like Code Lyoko? Any Code Lyoko stands in chat? Did anybody member berries? We're gradually moving up in the cave. Man, Code Lyoko definitely had some things going for it, but even back then, like at the razor's edge of it first coming out, I was like, this looks like shit, and I'm gonna feel compelled to watch it because Netflix isn't invented yet, but this does not feel good. I don't feel like I should be watching this, but I've already it's all that's on, and it's like I'm 10 episodes deep, so maybe it gets better. I don't think it ever got better. I get that I think it was made by a French studio. We keep moving up slowly into like the open cavern, and I don't feel like we should be moving this far up. If you've enjoyed whatever this has been for the last hour and a half, and you want to see more of it, I recommend clicking the purple follow button below. It's a simple action that has a very big influence, and I'm glad that I did not punch there, because I would have punched a 1 HP mob. But it genuinely helps me out a lot, doesn't cost anything, blah blah blah. Other spiels that you've heard many times before. As I chauffeur you back onto the dopamine carousel that is whatever the hell it is I'm talking about. Are they still making Tenchi Muyo? I doubt it. I doubt it. I might look it up independently later. I think they did make it. Didn't they make like a Tenchi Muyo Light? Something about giant robots? Like they made like a giant robot Tenchi Muyo thing? I don't remember it good. I remember all the anime ladies being hot, but I don't think it really went anywhere. I remember Tenchi being trapped in like a bird cage or something. And like one of the characters with like mommy tones like went into the cage and like was naked. Because you know, the males apparently stuck already has a pet. Have I had Tenchi, yeah. Have I had Ifrit out this whole time? Here, we'll punch. Fist that crab. I should have kept him out. I am a fool. We may be moving a little too far forward as heads up. We've been very slowly creeping away from the corner. Not that we necessarily need to be in the corner in order to accomplish anything, but as the ranger gets hate, we've been consciously or subconsciously repositioning further and further away. Not necessarily a problem, but it does limit or over cater to pulling from one direction. There we go. We reset a little bit. It was just bound to happen. So how about that fucking Super Mario RPG that's re-releasing, huh? Or getting remastered. I have beaten Super Mario RPG about 800,000 times in my lifetime. So seeing what changes they've made to the game, in addition to it looking now the way that I imagined it looked when it first released, is great. I am all about it. I also appreciate no small amount they're including, at least for Japanese territories, I hope to Christ that they, well, no, I didn't get a physical edition, so F on me, I already pre-ordered it, but that they have like instruction, like they're bothering to make like a instruction manual the way that it looked ostensibly back in the day when we had instruction manuals, when publishers didn't get lazy, and that instruction manuals were just what was in the box and not like a special side thing that you get sometimes in deluxe editions or whatever. Need to get Garud out, I mean. But they have the front of the cover looks almost exactly as it did on the original cover. Like, you could tell that it's a love letter in a big way. I'm so looking forward to it. I don't play on my Switch as much as I should or want to. Typically, whenever I have access to something on the computer, I will elect to play whatever it is on the computer at all costs. That includes legally emulated Nintendo games. Okay, Nintendo of America, I know you have a fucking ninja in here waiting for me to fuck up. I'm not gonna fuck up. I've only ever legally emulated my shit. And I only ever will. I legally emulated my Nintendo Switch because I happened to luck out and my wonderful wife got me a Switch however many years ago. That is old enough and is from before the time that they patched something necessary for emulation to be possible in the Switch. All new models, I think, unless you jailbreak it. Not advocating that, by the way. I'm just saying, unless you jailbreak newer Nintendo Switches, you can't emulate on them. Probably. I don't know if you still can. I'm not part of that community. I don't know. But mine is old enough that I could emulate it. So I emulated the soul, the ones and zeros of my Switch. That's gonna kill it. Into my computer. And then I emulated the games legally that I purchased with my own American Sam Uncle dollars. And that is the only way that I was able to play Shin Megami Tensei 5 without throwing up. Because it as beautiful as the game looks, it runs like 20 to 25 frames per second, which, not to sound like an elitist, because that is not my intention or my thought process, it makes me feel sick, like nauseous, to have anything play less than 30 frames. It does something to me. I don't get motion sick. I don't get car sick. I don't get plane sick. I don't get boat sick. But that apparently is enough to do it. All right, we need to get Groot out. We need to get haste in play again. So it is extremely likely that unless something goes wrong, as in like it's like maybe like they'll do some kind of super de novo or something that I'm not expecting, I'm going to try to legally emulate and probably play on Saturdays after Barotrauma Super Mario RPG going forward. I don't know if it's going to be a fixture like Barotrauma is, but I'm gonna be playing it. Well, maybe I don't. Maybe I play it on stream like the first time. I don't even know what the 17th is, so maybe I'm even less sure if that's gonna be a thing for me. I'll be playing it a lot. That's all I can say, is that maybe I play it once on stream the first time, and then that's it. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna play this off stream. People do that. It's not illegal. Okay, stop yelling at me. I can stop anytime I want to. I just don't want to. Oh, I have to wait for the thief to get back before I Crimson Hell again. A week from Friday is 17. So it comes out the Friday after this next one. Okay. I mean, that's nice of them. Also, thank you, Evil, for doing the calculation. It's nice of them to have it come out on a Friday, because there are some companies that are all too happy to release it on like a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Monday, which is positively gross. There's no other way to explain it. So we'll probably play it on Saturday then, because it's going to be a normal Friday then. If I can at all help it, it's going to be a normal Friday of Final Fantasy XI'ing. Let's get Garuda back out. I do need to rest for a bit, but I'll have Garuda ready to go. And then I will deploy her around like 10 seconds. So we did play it exactly once on screen, or on stream. The Foxhole, I guess. I didn't even say the name of the title. I just assumed that you guys knew what I was talking about immediately. I played Foxhole for like a moment, and I've occasionally talked about it, and I made the mistake of booting up a website called Foxhole Planner, which lets you design bunker-based complexes and facilities semi-easily, and it's relatively one-to-one with how it behaves in the game and how it looks in the game in terms of like sizes and ratios and whatnot. And I've been building bunker bases in there, but I don't know what time I could give to Foxhole anymore. Foxhole is like, in case you're not aware, not apprised, it is a military industrial alternate reality World War II anarcho-capitalist simulator. which on paper sounds amazing, and in all the there's literally not a game like Foxhole on the market. There just isn't. That's just a true statement. It's a good call by the monk to Raging Fist there, because it's gonna take me like another 20 seconds to get a Frit into position. But like I still feel like the call to it, and the only thing that stops me from getting back into Foxhole is because I have regular streamers that I watch that it's like I'm playing Foxhole through them, right? I have regular streamers that I watch, and as they're playing, I'm reminded of all the reasons why Foxhole is great and terrible at the same time. It's great in that it relies so much on communicating effectively with your team that communication, actual morale, like people's perception of how the fight is going in general, matters a ton. And there's not a lot of games that are like that. It's a persistent war thing that's happening for literally a month plus. When a regiment, like aka like a clan or link shell, fucks up, they're called out endlessly on Reddit for it. But when they do well, it's like them gloating on Reddit about it for entirely too long. I used to be an engineer, man, in Foxhole. I still know my shit. Like it's hardcore muscle memory for me to design bunker bases still. There's exploity ways to build in the game that I'm refusing to let myself learn. I already know too much. But I'm not letting myself learn these exploity things because I want to be able to teach other players if or when I ever return to the game wholesale. I want to be able to teach players how to build without having to rely on like cursed shit. Like there's this thing called multi-placing where you trick the game into letting you build in ways that you can't normally by coordinating with other players. Like people do it because it's effective, right? And in a game where your street cred lives or dies by your ability to defend a base long enough for it to matter, you know, I could see giving into the call of the void, right? But I don't know, man. There's also like they released an embrace it smile. That's not helping. Ads are starting. I'll see you guys in a minute and a half on average. You can avoid ads in their entirety by subbing, which is free with Amazon Prime. Otherwise, I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye. Goodbye, my friends. I'm assuming you're already gone. I want to get a Frit out. Let's do that. That Ranger is getting awfully close to that Robber Crab. We are yet again moving away from the corner. Like they released a naval. Sorry, I did not finish my train of thought. I went like 50 different directions, and I was also thinking about what I was going to stick a Frit on next. They released a naval update for Foxhole, adding things like destroyers and submarines and battleships and stuff to the game, which on paper and what limited amounts has been able to see life is amazing. You get 12 to 18 real people onto a destroyer. They're manning the turrets, and you have engineers that are controlling I've been talking a lot and have not drank anything, so my mouth is like ultra parched, which I'm gonna fix in a minute. Alright. But you have people like controlling the engine and reversing and going forward, and you have people doing call outs from like the crow's nest or whatever the fuck it's called in modern ships. And you have the captains and people that are reloading. underneath. It's like, and people bucketing in case there's like holes in the hull. It's like barotrauma type stuff, which is an amazing idea. The issue is that the developers just either don't understand their own design documentation, or they believe that they do and just like they just overcommit to bad decisions, or a mix of both. Because in order for you to get these rare ships, oh my god, I fucking desummoned. Fucking, at least the monk is good about picking up the pieces, right? Jesus Christ. I don't even know why I have Garuda out. I'm trying to skip around and account for too many things too quickly. I mean, they're not yelling at me, so I'm not doing a terrible job, but I could be doing infinitely better than I am. For sure. Just typing in some directions for them. Okay, now I'm gonna get Groot out, and then I'm gonna get Ifrit out so I can punch. Like, in order for you to get the parts necessary for you to get things like submarines and destroyers and battleships and landing ships and all that other stuff, you need to go to salvage fields, which is like how you get raw materials so that you can make things like guns and bandages and gear and stuff like that. All the parts of the food group that you need for a successful front to flourish. Need to get Fred out. But instead of them doing the normal thing, the expected thing, the God-fearing thing, which is just to use the already monolithic facility complex thing that they have that like 80% of vehicle content is locked behind, they added a new material that you need. They added a new material to salvage fields, and salvage fields are also what you need to mine in order for you to get tech materials, which you need to advance the tech tree that's running in the background. So it's created this carnival where if like a group that only cares about doing ship stuff shows up and sees that there isn't rare materials, they will, or especially if there is rare materials, they will over harvest. They will harvest the shit out of the salvage field, but they won't like put that salvage somewhere so it could be used for the war effort. They will just leave that shit on the ground like it's garbage because they're only there for the gamba. They just go from like field to field, harvesting up all the salvage with the express intent of getting like the funny boats. It's just like it adds this RNG mechanic to a game that already has issues with like mobile game levels of grind, right? And I don't mean to shit on it so much. I shit on it to this degree because I love it. I want to play it. It would be chat. My brothers and sisters in Altana. Imagine that somebody gives you like ambrosia, like the food of the gods, right? They give you ambrosia and you're about to dive in and you're like, this is literally going to be the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. And there is truly, literally and unequivocally, literally nothing like it known to man. And then as you're diving in, the gods or whatever were like, oh, by the way, I'd also shat in it. I'm gonna occasionally like shit in your food that I'm giving you that tastes amazing. Comfortable tunnel vibes tonight. Ah, so true, Perry. Everyone, it's Perry. Hell yeah, let's go. I finally escaped Stoic. What? Pokemon Reborn? Or Valkyrie? I'm 20 across the board. Yeah, you say that until you sink down to 15 again. Oh man, that was kind of an evil laugh, wasn't it? Yeah, no, in italicized. I'm just kidding. Narrator's note, he's almost not kidding. I mean, you could probably get some Quiffum Island, probably get some Quiffum Island parties relatively easy. At 20, you're on like the razor's edge of acceptability for crabs. Valkyrie is not... Okay, I'm hesitating psychologically, but I'm gonna commit. Valkyrie Dunes isn't that bad. Is it filled with some of the the worst combinations of oppressive monsters there is? Basically from the moment that you step in, including the first monster of its kind to do site-based petrification attacks? Yeah, it is. Is it also basically like an environmental flashbang where if you forget to turn your brightness down, or God help you, you have a TV that has above average HDR? Is it gonna blind the shit out of you every time? Yeah. But it's got Selbina. And Selbina is where you go to shove hundreds of pieces of corn into an old man. Which every time that I've restarted Final Fantasy XI, I've dreaded doing. So maybe I started that sentence believing that it was gonna amount to something that was positive and ended up becoming a negative. Just give me 24 hours. Just let me cook. Just let me come up with the reason why Valkyrie is good. Rollenberry Fields or Murph Mountains at 20. I don't think I've touched Murph Mountains enough to personally vouch for it. I have participated in great Rollenberry Fields parties. I agree, and yet I forget Rollenberry exists all the time. There's something nostalgia, okay? The Valkyrie is like a nostalgia trap. That's what it has going for it, is that at one time, you bonded through mutual suffering with a bunch of other compatriots that you probably don't remember over a decade ago. And that shit is pogs. There's no other way to swing it. All right, let's get a Frit online. If you have a solid comp, Pugils pop off. I'm just so tired of lizards. All right, I should be able to get this in before the ranger starts ranging. I did. Go ahead. Go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Did my food wear? I'm not eating another piece of food. I'm not going to be able to take advantage of it long enough to make any difference. At the very least, I can bug off and do some other tasks now. Farm keys for Kazam, some scrolls, yada, yada, yada. I will, if our schedules line up in any meaningful way, and you or I have established some means of communicating with each other, and you have not already secured help for getting Kazam keys, I have a 75 thief with Treasure Hunter 3. I can help you get keys. I mean, this might be copium, but I think they made it easier to get Kazam keys. You know me, Vossen. I account for everything. I have Plan D. Plan D is my favorite. Plan D is my is my Plan A. Plan Ds are the new Plan A. We are yet again about to enter the territory of the robber crab. We're moving a little too far into cave again. Might want to move back a smidge. Hello?
You gotta stop doing that.
What's up? What's up? You want to... You want to get weird? Let's get weird on stream.
I'm all about getting weird.
Oh my god. Okay, now I'm scared. Now I'm scared because it's real. Oh my god, why the fuck would you do that? Man. Now I'm wet. And not in the fun way.
It's kind of fun. Yeah.
Well, it's fun for you. Oh god, now I'm wet. Chat, give me a towel. No, not that one. That one is very used.
Oh, hey. Not that.
They're very easy to get. Yeah, I feel like they made it easier. My previous party tonight literally celebrated with some dude who got a promotion today while pugil chaining. Nice. I too
Slow back up.
enjoy getting compensated slightly more for supporting the economy, so I can look forward to expanding my responsibilities and threshold at which the economy is supported by my actions. I fucking live for that shit. I have a pretty lax schedule this weekend, given I'll be out of town next week, so eyes emoji. I am pro stoic on Discord, so feel free to reach out to me. My logo is my profile thing. Am I pro stoic? I'm assuming. I don't know if I'm misleading you. Yes, I am in fact pro stoic on there. Established 2020. I look forward to my people contacting your people, or vice versa. I doubt that it would take more than an hour, especially with what I believe to have been improved drop rates for the keys. It's supposed to be secret. I don't care. I'm already getting bots that are coming in my chat sometimes that are like, hey, I am a VTuber and overlay artist with great prices for you. Do you want to grow community? Make sure you sign up with great price and fast delivery now. Am interested? And then I have to reply to them and be like, I'm sorry, if you're real, I have to ban you. It's not you, it's me. It's complicated. And I think they're real people. They're just so many of them. There are just so many of them. Because they reply to you. If they're AI, they're a very convincing AI. Also, thank you, Nom, for following. May the pogs never be in your favor. Whatever it is I mean by that. So I must be honest, I was part of Leah's raid and I didn't plan on really staying, but you're good at what you do and I'm still here. Good. I mean, you can go. I would just suggest to you that you take at least one of the stale as hell rice cakes that are in the stoic break room. It's here, it's on your left. The lights don't work. Okay? Because like I live and die by monetary support through gift subs or otherwise. I have a job, but you know, I'm still NRP.
I forgot to mention the rule.
What?
I licked it, therefore it's mine.
Wasn't that already established? Like you've already self-declared being my second wife. I don't even know where the third one is.
She's upstairs in the room.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what
It's hard to keep tabs on y'all. You're always like going outside and doing things.
We do leave the house.
Leaving the house to like work or whatever. And bringing me back pie.
I brought beef stew and biscuits too. So,
Oh my god.
no.
Our relationship is not unlike having a cat that brings home like dead birds and is like, I did it, except like in this case, it's like cherry pie and beef stew.
I had some for breakfast, and it's not gonna work.
Before I realized it, the analogy coming out of my mouth is more insulting than complimentary, but I assure you it was complimentary all the way.
I understand.
Thank you. You know how I work.
Here's Pro Stow over here straight pimping.
Yeah.
3 wives
No, that's
bringing you food and
yeah.
desserts.
Yeah, no, I make sure that I declare that I'm street pimping whenever I enter a new room.
Whenever I enter a new room.
Yeah.
I love this so much.
My street cred is off the charts.
Everyone wants that Robo Daddy booty.
Everyone wants that Robo Daddy booty. Hi Stoic, how are you, man? Hello Rippides. It's been a minute. I hope that you've been well, or at least like well adjacent. I need to get a Frit out. I'm letting the muscle memory take hold, and I'm starting to get a Frit out whenever the monk starts building TP. But I could be doing better. Most of the time it will be me running around without outposts. Lamau. What outposts do you... What nation are you? Congratulations. I mean, I could just look it up. I could just look it up. I feel like you're... Don't call me on this. You are... Winderson? Windersian? How do you say it? Can we get any Winder stands in chat to tell me if it's Windersian or Winderston? I can't remember. Good evening, so bro. Hello, Felicity Ryan, you wonderful person. Windersian. Shout out Perry Casual. Everyone that's in chat that originally started with my chat, because I'm starting to realize that I have a homogenous blend of 3 different chats at the same time. So we are basically creating like a fruit punch of people. Put that on a decal and stick it to the back of your car. Please follow Perry Casual if you somehow have not already. She's an amazing person, very engaging with chat, endlessly fun to talk to and be around. Got a lot into Pokemon Reborn recently, which I did not even know existed until she started playing it, and then I literally could not get enough of it. Post-apocalyptic, oppressive as hell, sad Pokemon, sign me the fuck up. She also is a fellow Horizon 11 enjoyer. Just do yourself a favor and follow her. Same thing with Felicity Ryan. Shout out Felicity Ryan. Felicity Ryan is a all-around great variety VTuber. Plays a good selection of games. Some spoopy. Messes around at Guild Wars 2 a lot. She has probably one of the top uwu redeems known to man. Top 10 for sure, at least in North America, where she reads out a sentence in pure uwu speak that pretty much caps me out on serotonin immediately, and it's not easy to do that. Also, easily top 5 RR redeems. You're gonna make me blush? It's all true. It's easy for me to say out loud because it's just straight facts. Perry, like, just a statement, Perry is super cool, is basically like saying, I like to breathe. You know? It ain't difficult coming out. I need to write down, will write down, am writing down, am trying, that I need to look into Pokemon Reborn. Pokemon Reborn. I will say that one of the reasons I probably did not invest too much time in it, into looking it up, installing it, playing it, is because I've been strapped for time recently, but also because and this is on me. For some reason, something makes me believe that Nintendo of America is going to come down on it like ultra hard, and I'm super surprised that it hasn't already. If it even remotely looks like a Like, for example, let's just say that you're like a food vendor, all right? And let me cook, okay? I'm gonna get somewhere, I promise. You're like a food vendor, okay? And let's just say that you specialize in chicken nuggies, like you're a chicken nuggie vendor, and you accidentally make something that kind of looks like the silhouette of Mario from the critically acclaimed Mario series, right? Nintendo of America will literally take your head off with their ninjas for it even remotely looking like that. So I'm sure that there's some kind of fair use thing that's going on there, but I'm just surprised that they haven't found it yet. That's also one of the reasons why I, in error, avoided playing on Eden, the private server that this one cannibalized, for some time. Because I believe that Square Enix any day was going to cease and desist them. So perhaps, you know, like if they were going to do it, they would have done it by now. So maybe I have nothing to worry about. I do need to beat my time at Sandrock though. Like that's a prerogative. I need to be able to survive a year in the game without buying water, so that I can then possibly, maybe, theoretically, on paper, qualify for a giveaway copy of a Steam key that I can then say that end part of my professional asterisk streamer career, I was able to do a giveaway for chat. And also because I need to know how that company works and like what kind of time investment I can expect from challenges that enable me to get Steam keys. So I got here pulling out all the stops with the shoutouts. It's easy to do when the people that you're shouting out are amazing. I will say that if you do indulge in Reborn, Kirk will absolutely be down to customize the shit out of it for you. What does that mean? Who is Kirk? What is a Kirk? Is Kirk is who provided me my custom avatar kit for Reborn? Oh, is that why you're is that why your character looks like you? Question mark? In the game? If so, that's really cool that he did that. I thought that it was that you happen to just get really close to what your character looks like. Your avatar. I'll definitely keep that in mind. I mean, it can't be too hard to get what looks like me. I mean, you know, it's probably gonna be like a silver, just like a silver head wrapped with what will look like a bath towel. I'm sure it's gonna look, you know, amazing, but we'll see. I'm playing with stuff that I don't have full familiarity with. But if it does seem incumbent upon me to indulge in Reborn, I will absolutely seek out this Kirk. I'm assuming that he has like a business email on the Pokemon Reborn website. Captain James Tiberius Kirk? I don't think it's that one. He's super open to doing full sprite kits for inserts. It sounds like an insanely cool dude. Passion projects go hard. Here I am, level 60 or borderline 60 summoner. Am trying to rest while I have an avatar out. I definitely know what I'm doing. That is for sure. Let's just get a Frit out. I don't know why I even bothered to desummon him. The monk gets enough TP to do things within like 2 seconds. He's a huge pixel art advocate. Good. I mean, everything old is new again, right? With the 2.5D revolution spearheaded by Square Enix, of all companies, for better or worse, there's gonna be recurring demand for pixel artists that are good at what they do. And Kirk definitely seems to be one of them. Is it just... I mean, I could look all this stuff up, but just for the sake of conversation, Is Kirk one-manning Pokemon Reborn? Even if he wasn't, even if it was like a 5-man group or something, it's still tremendously cool and noteworthy. Because there's a lot that goes into a game, dude. A fucking metric fuck ton. Pardon my French twice. My streams probably do not qualify as E for everyone. If you're just finding this out late, I apologize in advance. Alright, I need to get a Frit out. I made probably one 1,000th. How the fuck do you say that? 1,000 with a TH at the end of it? Once. And that was with RPG Maker. I think it was VX. RPG Maker VX. And I had this idea of you waking up as like a zombified creature that became sentient on the operating table, but you're in like an underground complex and you don't really know why you're there or what's happening to you. You have like vague memories of who you are, but like they're distorted. And you, like, I had the operating room where, like, if you go to the cabinet and you press A or whatever the equivalent is, the activation button, you saw, like, this is a cabinet. And I had fun adding descriptions for, like, items and stuff like that. And I had basic pathing down. And I even had, like, a cutscene sequence where you try to leave the room and you're suddenly stopped and there's, like, gunfire and like a monster noise is happening, and then the power of the room blips on and off, and you know, all very cute things. But then I just put it down, not because I stopped being interested in it, but just because life comes at you fast. Being a gamer is hell. You know, there's always something on the horizon. Okay, I Kiraga a little bit early there. My brain is melting. My brain is melting and I'm trying to do multiple steps of things at once. For some reason, I naturally assumed that, oh shit, we got 60, yes!
Ultra Combo!
Woo! Bingo!
Woo! I hit it on the mark!
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Thank you. Woo! That party is carrying you? Extremely true. I've been going off non-stop about lots and lots of things, and it's hard for me to parse my basic responsibilities. I had a better time with it, ironically, as Paladin. But apparently being a support character is too much to front load. I do know I need to get it Frit out. He's not part of the Reborn team at all, but the team allows the full drive for folks to customize to their heart's content, so it's pseudo open source. That's probably not the right term for it at all, but that's the idea, is that, you know, after they clear some sort of, you know, don't fuck up our game threshold, they're good to go in and do things. I respect that. He's mastered how to edit a lot of stuff, such as sprites, music, battle, background stuff for computer boxes and a lot. He's implemented a lot of community memes in my storage boxes. And I know because I am top DD. What do you mean? Are you in my party? Evil? Say Zach right now. Are you in my party? I'm Brayley? Oh my god. It's a small world, isn't it? This is so crazy. Oh my god. I have the evil from chat in my party. I am not worthy .jpg. Yeah, but you know, Rangers are really good. They're really good at shooting stuff. I think the monk has like a 10,000 damage lead on you, but that's still amazing. Now that I know that I have evil in my party, I'm gonna have to step up my game, because I very clearly was not. I very clearly was not before. He's crazy. The monk? I mean, he's not monkeying around. You know what I mean?
What the dog doing?
You know what I mean?
What? What the fuck?
He does have fast TP. He
Welcome
also got
home,
666
good hunter.
for a moment. Hello, Haloronus. Haloronus. Haloronese. Thank you so much for following. Greatly appreciated. It might seem like a small action, but it means the world to me. I don't know if you could tell, but it put a borderline imperceptibly small smile on the corner of my face. You really have to zoom in. You really have to zoom in to see it. Okay, I need a punch. Fisting, activate. Okay, here, I can do it again. Do you see it? Do you see it? do you see this smile? You gotta really get close to your mic. Closer than that. We have to go deeper. You see it. You see it now. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Activate big head mode. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? How about now, Mr. Krabs? It's only dawning on me now that we're actually fighting crabs. First time I made a pun during chat that I did not mean today. Shocked about that, TBH, LOL. Chat, is this weird for you? Is it weird for me to be this close to your face? This is apparently as close as I can get to you. Because it's
You are blessed with a myriad of souls.
Hello, Fliskit and friends. I hope that your Baldur's Gate 3 stream went very well. Say hi to your fiance for me. I should have had a Frit out like aeons ago, and yet he did not. I failed to. How did it go? Did you Baldur's Gate hard or hardly Gate Baldur's? I saw that you were in the very beginning, so I'm assuming that based off of the typical trajectory for Baldur's Gatering, you're in the Goblin Ruined Village. Maybe you're most of the way through. I mean, not everybody plays the evil route. Okay, so I should honestly back up just a little bit and not assume that everyone picks the evil route just because I do, because I don't know, man. There's just something about wholesale slaughtering of incidents that gets me out of bed in the morning. Got distracted by all the stuff in the Grove. It upsets me that I can't romance Kaga or whatever her name is. I feel like that's a very missed opportunity. We hardly gated the Baldurs. I mean, she did pickpocket the kid who was hypnotized by the harpies. Okay, maybe I like the cut of your jib. That did not even occur to me to pickpocket him. There was a moment in band camp where I killed all the harpies, right? I saved the kid, and yet he was bugged out. Like I could not talk to him, so I had to physically throw him up the cliff until his basic pathfinding kicked in, and then, you know, it was all gravy baby from there. But all right, I need to disengage large mode. Need to also remember where I was. Okay, that should be good. There we go. Nope, now I'm too small. My party can handle it. They're good. Is this about where I was? I think so. There we go. All right, that's it. I'm gonna call it there. He was hypnotized and we were broke. I do not blame you. I play an evil Oathbreaker Paladin and Baldur's Gate, which if I was going to return to any game after I finish this kaleidoscopic, catatonic, whatever word it is I'm trying to find here, this insane all-inning that I'm doing on Sandrock in the background, once that stops, I'm probably going to return to Baldur's Gate. People have probably beaten it like 50 times over, and yet I am still not past Act 1. I got to like 1.5, but I did not go past Act 1 just because there is a seemingly endless amount of shit to do in every act. I'm not going to spoil anything if you somehow live under a rock and have not progressed past Act 1 by now. But there's two, as far as I can tell, like two main paths that you can go down, and I feel compelled to explore both. Baldur's Gate 3 is problematic for me in the sense that it is the only game that I feel true choice paralysis towards. Most games I'm able to just like make a call and go the direction, right? Because I'm like, it doesn't matter. But like I actually have consequences for my actions in Baldur's Gate 3, like long-term consequences of my behavior. And that's hard for me. I'm not used to a game doing that. Please hold while I drink the Milkus, the refreshing milk and yogurt flavor carbonated drink. Not sponsored, but also ride the Milkus. That's probably their motto. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. It tastes better than it sounds by a large margin. I'm playing a rogue MK. That's also what I'm playing in my multiplayer game with my friend group. My character's my character's name is Krungo. In my friend group, let me see if I can find you a picture. I put it on my Twitter, formerly known as X, formerly known as Twitter profile. It's really down here. It's really down here. Here it is. I found it already. Save image as downloads. Right click. Image, browse. That's Krungo. He is constantly high on potions of speed. And he thinks that he's so cracked out of his mind on speed potions that he thinks that not having clothing makes him go faster and be stealthier, which there might be some truth to. The jury's really out on that one. Guys, I would like to draw your attention to the prison tattoo mutton chop combination that I think really fucks. It fucks really hard. The happy trail also adds something to it. I better take this off my screen before I get too west. I lean towards bars and rogues for reasons. I have a problem. I respect that. As long as you're happy, that's what I care about. The smiling was very distracting. It only took me like 10 minutes, but I caught the chat. I don't normally trend towards rogues. No, most of the time I'm inclined towards paladin-y characters. Like literal paladin characters, if I can help it. In any MMO, I'm typically like a tank of some description. First, I already hit 75, which is the maximum level on Horizon 11 as a paladin. I did get ninja to 57, and yet I probably will never get it to 75 because I feel compelled to play my quote-unquote main job at the moment, ultra sweaty, if I can help it. Sweaty towards myself, not sweaty towards anyone else. I don't, just because I'm playing sweaty does not mean that I expect sweatiness of anyone else. Not that you guys needed that explanation, but I'm gonna volunteer it out there, you know, just to fill in any blanks. So I was eating good food. I was using every flavor of the elemental wheel. I was debuffing. I was doing elemental wheel stuff in order to get hate. I kept reasonably good gear on at all times. At equip sets, I was even using shuriken, which is like unheard of. I'm still to date the only ninja that I know that use shuriken, which is insane because it's like it's incredible DPS. It's mind-bogglingly huge amounts of DPS from shuriken. Being able to throw what is the equivalent of like a bullet every 2 seconds is nuts. It also means that you're spending about borderline 40k every 2 to 3 hour fight that you go into because you're using like 4 stacks worth. Of shuriken, and it only gets more expensive from there. Part of the reason why I stopped at 57 is because I let myself believe that I would be able to get the cooking katana, Hocho, within a reasonable amount of time, and 57 is the exact level that you need to be to equip said katana. I have killed the NM that it's related to at least 8 times. Down to bounce then if y'all want. Sure, 1.2k seems fine. I'm doing all right, Evil Rev. Always ready for the weekend. I basically feel that way the moment that it's Monday and I'm expected to do things. The job that I have is not bad. It could be worse and has been worse in a lot of cases in my professional history. So I've worked in a ton of different fields, so to speak, right? Around college, I started specializing knowingly and unknowingly into helping special needs populations, like work vocational programs for adults with special needs. And then I segued that into working in a store, assisting in the same way, like a thrift store. I bounced between that and like office jobs, working with special needs elementary students. I worked in by far the worst job that I ever had, bar none, was working in a behavioral school that comboed with special needs populations, because that school was wildly understaffed and very overpopulated. So there was like twice as many students that there should be in that size of a building, and about half the staff that there should have been. And then I went from that to working at GameStop as a manager, and I did that for about a year before the owner of the strip that my GameStop was located in decided, basically for funsies, that he was going to increase the price of rent 3 times in order to pay for a novelty roof that he was installing on the strip. And even though my GameStop was doing extremely well because of the resolutely customer-focused atmosphere that I instilled naturally in my team, which got us like prestige status, which just means that our GameStop was considered like top-notch, where you go to have like a good customer experience, which for GameStop was good. And it also depended on customers willingly filling out customer surveys, which was a convoluted and awful process. So just the fact that they even bothered was amazing. I'm just gonna keep it Frit out, I'll be honest with y'all. They worked in various office jobs until they have like the remote job that I do now. Every once in a while, my current place of business will do something to significantly annoy me in some respect, to cause me to, as they say, rage apply, like apply for a million different jobs. But for now, it's fine. In all the ways that it's fine, it's fine. Is that why you're so philosophical? Because you work with people with special needs? I was in college, and I picked up an intro to philosophy class that I was forced to take and felt was a complete waste of time. And I had no real reason for feeling that way. I just thought, well, I'm supposed to be like a psychologist, so why do I need to care about whether or not we're surrounded by spaghetti monsters and we just don't know it, right? Because that's what I thought that philosophy was. And I learned about some dude called Epictetus who said things that sounded good to me, such as it's possible to just be a good person and have that be enough to make you happy. Or, you know, there are things that are in our control and things that are not in our control. And once you learn to prioritize what you value in the things that you control, you will be more content and peaceful in general. And I was like, I rejected that shit. I was like, don't make me believe that life can be more than this. Like, you have to have money to be happy. You have to, you know, it's not like you have to be in good health to be happy, so on and so forth. I almost like kicked it out, like psychologically in my brain. And one day I was just kind of like chilling in my bedroom. My roommate was out, and I was just like feeling like sieged by overwhelming emotion. Just anger towards my financial position, sad and afraid because of my romantic situation. I didn't feel like I was really doing well in my studies, and I didn't really feel any kind of innate appreciation for what I was studying at the time. I was just doing it because, you know, I was in college and that's what I was supposed to be doing. And I was thinking to myself, this is just what life is like, you know? There's nobody out there that's saying anything different. And I remember the random Epictetus guy saying like, yes, it can be different. And then I started reading his extremely badly translated passage in the Intro to Philosophy book that I had still from the Intro to Philosophy class. And I was like, okay, well, he seems to think that life can be different, so I'll give it a shot. And I just tried. I just tried to remember things that I took away from the book that I read. I tried to really think that way in the moment. I failed a lot. Like, I still felt myself getting frustrated and angry and confused, but over time, I just repeatedly trying to live out the sentences that I was reading, I became gradually less and less affected by negative things and more appreciative of the good things that I had and that were happening to me. And one of the things that Stoicism never shuts up about is we are social and rational creatures, whether we know it or acknowledge it or not. We are here to help each other out because that's how we survived the caveman period, is by banding together, and there's a reason for that. So you should try to seek out things that let you support people and help them and build a resistance to the expectation that you should get compensated for it. Like doing things that are good for its own sake. And that's when I started volunteering with the local nonprofit that worked with special needs. Congratulations. I worked with I still remember his face. I still have a picture of him somewhere. It was a semi-nonverbal adult person with special needs that wanted to work on exercising, and so he and I would practice an exercise regimen that I designed, and we would do that for about like an hour to 2 hours every other day. And I segued that into working in the thrift store that I mentioned before. And then I just kept trying to find things. I started working for student government. I was a resident assistant on top of that. I took on entirely too much, and partly because it was on purpose. And the only reason why I backed up the amount that I was investing in those kind of ventures was because I was starting to develop ocular migraines that my physical body was like, calm the fuck down. I did pull back a little bit on something here. I love how deep your voice went when it said it was good. A lot of emotions for Robot. Yeah. All right, that was a very good party. Great party. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. All right, we got level 60. We achieved our goal. We are 15 away from 75. And then we have to come together as a community and figure out what the fuck we're supposed to be doing next. I just need Treasures of Otagon to release. Okay? Devs, like, just fucking, like, just do it. Like, like, just take, like, Eden is open source. Just go over to the source code, hold Control-C, collect the code, go to Horizon, and just Control-V it into your server. Like, how hard could it be? Like, just do that and just give me my Blue Mage. Like, just do it. Okay? If you've enjoyed this 3-hour thing, this journey that we've been on, make sure you mash that follow button. If you are feeling particularly enterprising and courteous and merciful, if you have like an Amazon Prime sub that you somehow have not given to someone else, I would enjoy it. That would be great for me, so I can order more of my stinky coffee that I love so much. It's very stinky. It tastes good, but it makes everything smell like coffee forever when I run it. And my wife loves it. Loves the smell. Oh man. Thank you, Beer Mug Cat. Beer Mug to you too, my friend. Okay. That is it. I do not have enough time to get into anything else. And I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking for the remainder of the night if I can still help it. Let me find somebody to raid you guys out to. We raided out Tiarna recently. It's been a while since we sent anybody over to Boa, so let's do that. That sounds good. Boa is an amazing person. She's currently playing 7 Days to Die, which is like Minecraft if it looked good and had more zombies in it. Raid Boa Kumi. Thank you guys so much for being out. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, or regional equivalent, on Friday. We're probably going to play My Time as Sandrock. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I need to crush it. I need to get past year 1 so I can submit my challenge to Dare Drop so that they can maybe give me a free key to My Time as Sandrock that I can then give away to you guys at the end of a stream or something. So I will see you on Friday. I'm going to press the button. Have a good one, my friends. Goodbye, bye, bye, bye. See you later, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Did it not go? Oh, that's because I did the thing wrong. Professional streamer, by the way. I'm rating you now. You're getting rated. Bye, bye, bye. Goodbye. Bye. See you later, bye. We'll always have Paris. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye.